and we have sold out all the BTC contracts, and the people said, why you didn't buy so many S9s, I said, okay, no problem, so we can solve it. We have ordered more of them, so soon we will receive it and they will get it. So some people had a questions like, how you didn't expect this thing and that thing. I said, it is a business. So we do the real business, so we are not trading with the news or some kind of the things like other people is doing. We do the real business. So if something bad happens or some not our expectation sometimes is not good, it is okay, because it means that we are doing something, right?
I think that's one of the main points to get across to some of the earlier investors, and also some of the people who don't know too much about mining. It's really two things. One is, it is like any operating business. You will have challenges, and you can overcome those challenges, and that's what you guys are doing and what you did. I think the important thing is what you said the first time around, which is, and this is something that I felt when I visited you guys for the first time, is that you are very aware of delivering to the investors. And that the priority is to deliver to the investors because they're the ones that are going to grow your business. You're operating the business, but they're the ones that are funding it. And I think that that's a very important point to get across to people who are watching. There are challenges in mining. It may take time to get the miners because there's just so much demand right now. So there could be delays, and there were delays in Rock 1, but ultimately those delays were overcome. You got the equipment and you're paying investors and, moving forward. And I think that's actually a good segue into what you're doing with Rock 2, because Rock 1 was a little more like the traditional cloud mining contracts, but Rock 2 is really almost like an equity IPO where you're giving the token holders, the investors, 50% of the profits, and you're reinvesting 20% from your side of the profits. 20% is going back to keep the miners new, in other words, to refurbish and buy new miners. So that the investors that are investing in Rock 2, they're really going to get a continuous cash flow that doesn't stop after 2 years, like like a cloud mining contract, like Hashflare or some of the other cloud mining, Genesis mining. This was very attractive for me when I came in as an investor, because really what it's telling me is that not only are you sharing in profits, but you're looking at the longevity of the company and how to keep paying investors back because you want to scale the business. So even though I talked a lot there, but tell us, how is your experience with Rock 2, with the ICO as you get running? How is that going?
Yeah, the first thing I want just to clarify, the delays in Rock 1 was like 3-4 days. So it was like 3 or 4 days. I don't remember, but I think it is okay, when you have that kind of the delays,
Sure, I thought it was longer. Okay, so I didn't even know it was only 3 or 4 days.
No, it was 3-4 days. So we have expected to start the money like 22 of the December, and we have started like to do it like 25 or 26. I don't remember.
Oh, okay, so that's nothing. That's nothing.
That's nothing. Yeah, for that kind of the business, it's nothing. So we got everything. We did everything what we have expected. It took a little bit more, 3-4 days, but everything's still fine.
Good.
Yeah, and also the people. The main point is the people is getting the money from the Rock 1, and everybody excited about it.
Yeah.
Because we deal with the people, and the people is very, very satisfied that they have received their payment, and they receive it every week. So this is very important for us. What about the Rock 2? The Rock 2, what we did on the Rock 1, we got so much experience with the backers, with the people, with the ICOs. with the mining also, you know, because we on the first stage, you know, it was the model of the cloud mining, as you said, and also we had an option like a buyback, you know, and all these things. And buyback is going to be on the 5th of February. So we just placed a report. You saw the report.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
report is very open. So we provided all the information, you know,
yeah,
to our backers, and everybody was so happy that we are sharing the figures.
yeah,
Nobody is doing it, especially in money. Nobody will share with you you know, the figures. What is your operating cost? Where you have spent the money? How much money you got? You know, and
right. So you're
that,
basically showing everybody full transparency, how much you spent, what miners you got, and what profits you're generating.
yeah, we are, and that is why the people trust us. That
Yeah.
we are open for them, you know,
Yeah.
and everybody can come as you know, in Kazakhstan and talk with me and
Yes.
whatever, you know. Yeah, you know it. You know,
Yeah, no,
this is a
that's
very good.
one of the things that I've been telling people who are asking and just doing their due diligence in the beginning is I tell them that you are welcome to come visit and that you guys are very open about that. So that's very, very true. And I'm sure we're going to have visitors moving in to Rock 2 into the second ICO. Now, one thing another question. So you're very happy with Rock 2, basically. I mean, that I'm happy with how we're starting. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. With Rock 2, I'm very happy because, you know, it is the, you know, what is that Rock 2? Rock 2, it is a very, very, you know, unique product which was built on the experience which we got from the Rock
Yeah.
1, you know, and now on the Rock 2 we can do the better deal for our backers, you know, better
Yeah.
deal comparing with the Rock 1, you know. Rock 1, you know, it's very, very good because we have provided the people, the price of the contract was 3 times cheaper compared
Yeah.
with the other, you know, companies.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they paid for a contract like 3 or around, you know, that price cheaper, 3 times cheaper, you know, than comparing with the hash flare.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Yeah.
hash flare like had, you know, like 5 or 6,000 for the same contract, you know,
Yeah.
and we had a price like 2,000, you know, if you
Yeah.
calculate it on the money, right? So,
Yeah.
and Rock 2 brings, you know, to the people a share in the business. And
Yes.
also what we want to do is on the Rock 2, all the people will have an access to our mining dashboard where
Right.
they can see the daily income of the farm.
Oh, so you're going to be providing a dashboard that actually shows the total operating power of the farm, you're saying.
Yeah, that's a very, very strong our point, that you can go to the link and see how many miners we have, what we are doing with them, how many miners working right now, how many bitcoins they bring to us.
Yes.
Because it is very important, because I receive every day I receive the questions like, guys, how may I, as an investor, how may I clarify for me, for myself, how many bitcoins you're doing every day? Maybe you're doing
Very good.
3, maybe 5, maybe you're taking 5, then you show me that you're getting 3, right?
Yeah.
Bitcoins in a day. And I said, it's going to be an open information, so why do we need to steal your money? Because we already have the 10% as a team there.
Yeah.
Why we do need, you know, to steal the money? So I think it's not a big point for us, because if we will do it, we will not grow, you know. But
I think I didn't even know that myself, that you were going to be doing the dashboard. So first of all, that's amazing. And not that I want to focus on it too much, but I'll just mention it. You know, a lot of people, especially in the beginning, were, you know, they even called me a scammer at some point, and I just kind of, I laughed at that. I was like, but now, as they see, and as we communicate with them, that's changing. But I think it's amazing that you're doing the dashboard. That's a great idea. I'm sure everybody's going to love it. Let's let's go to the third question. And this is an important one. You know, you guys aren't spending that much money on advertising. I know you're spending a little bit, but a lot of other ICOs are spending, you know, 30, 40, 50, 60, $100,000 on pure advertising. Tell us a little bit about why you're not doing that and what you are doing.
The first thing that it was your idea, you know, just do not to spend so much money.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was my idea.
Yeah, you said for us also, but I'm agree with you with these things, you know, that my thought is that we shouldn't spend so much money on advertising, because we bring to the people a very nice product, and we want to spread it from like how to say it in English, mouth to mouth, or word by word,
Word of
right?
mouth. Right.
Yeah. So because it is the money of the backers, you know. If the ICOs spend the money on the marketing, they're taking the money from the bakers, you know. This is the bakers' money.
Yes.
Nobody can realize it, but everybody should know it, you know, that
Yeah.
ICOs is taking the bakers' money. So
Yeah.
if you
I
put
think
the $100, they can take it and go to the advertising. We are not doing it.
Good. So I want to add to that, because as the PR manager, I'm talking to a lot of people that want us to advertise with them, and a lot of advisors. So I want to address that point actually, and say that the reason why I pushed for an advisor, a strong advisor program, and a strong compensation to our advisors is because, as you said, number one, creating a marketing or an advertising budget for us is a tricky thing, because every dollar that we take out of the investment pool and put into advertising is money that we're taking away from our hash power, from our miners, and from our income. And that's our income and our investors' income. So that's one thing, is that we just thought it would be a better way to spend money on the actual miners. And the other thing is that because we're providing a yield to investors, as opposed to the traditional type of ICO that doesn't have a yield, or it's an app or a business, we're not a startup. We're an actual operating company that's going to provide a return on investment as soon as the ICO is complete. So we don't want to go out and advertise and spend that kind of money. What we want to do is find advisors, blockchain enthusiasts, blockchain marketers, people who are in the industry who understand mining and understand the opportunity. And when they kind of put two and two together and they realize how much money they can make as an advisor through the compensation plan, they get very excited. So we now bring on board advisors who are marketers who already have, let's say, a subscriber list, or sometimes it's a YouTube blogger who has his own subscriber list, and they're able to talk to their subscriber base and let them know about us, do an interview, and it's a lot more effective. We're reaching thousands of people, and we're able to develop a high-touch relationship with them. And you know, that's how we want to grow. The second ICO is not going to be our last ICO. We're going to have more products coming out, structured products for institutional investors, and cloud mining for smaller investors. And we just want to build our investor base the right way. So that's why we went with it. And I'm very happy and appreciative, Malik, that you agreed with me on that one. Now, so Malik, carrying on here, the next question I wanted to ask you is just real quick, addressing Bitcoin prices, especially in the last few days. They've gone down even more. We're below 10,000. Where do you see Bitcoin prices in the months ahead and in the future?
I'm very excited that the Bitcoin is going down. You know, I'm gonna tell you why. When the Bitcoin is going down, the reward in the mining goes up a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, also some of the people is turning off their miners, and sometimes you can get the more profit on it.
Right.
I mean, in the Bitcoins, for example, before the dip, you can get like 0.10 Bitcoin like daily. But if someone will turn off the miners and frustrated about the mining and all this stuff, who doesn't have so much experience, so the reward is growing a little bit, so
Right.
maybe you have a chance to get like 0.11 or 0.12. So,
Right.
and I'm very excited about it also. And another point why I'm so excited about the Bitcoin pricing, when the Bitcoin price goes down, everybody is trying to diversify, their funds, and also
Right.
they are. What is the mining? Mining, it is everyday income.
Yeah.
And when the market goes down, everybody is thinking, how can I get every day profit, which is stable,
Right.
So yeah, and the mining, this is a very big point, because when the market is growing, everybody wants to buy the Bitcoin, and get the profit. But when everything going down, the miners is doing much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the points that I usually talk about with investors as well, is that it's a stable passive income. And that's one of the most attractive things. Now, speaking about the income and the returns on the website, it has your income calculator shows an annual ROI of about 439%. Can you just to address that, and what, how did you get to that number, and briefly tell us a little bit about how you're going to deliver those returns?
Yeah, it's easy, because what we are doing right now, we are using ASICs, and ASICs, they are more profitable, so you can get your money back much faster comparing with video cards, where you
Right.
maybe you will have a chance to get it back within a year, and the ASICs is much more efficient.
Yeah.
So they have the payback period like 5 months. So, and that is why we are using it. And also why we show the ROI, like 400%, is just because, you will have the guaranteed profit from an ASIC miner like 200% if the exchange rate will not change. But
Right.
but we are calculating the year, income. So the 400%, it is a minimum which you can get from the mining of the from the ASICs, So it's a very minimum for us.
So the 439% figure does take into account a little bit of appreciation in the price of Bitcoin. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what that percentage is around? How much appreciation?
So my expectations, for the Bitcoin price is about like at the end of this year, it's going to be like 25K. So
right. But that's not the number that we used in the spreadsheet. I mean, even if it's not 25K, and let's say it's 12 or 13K, investors will still get about 400%.
Yeah, they are. I just shared my thoughts about the price of the Bitcoin.
Right.
But yeah, we are using the calculation like about like 13, 14K. So in
Right.
that figure, they will have the 400%. But
Right.
in my expectations, my humble opinion, about the price of the Bitcoin, so it's gonna be like 20, 25K.
Right.
And it's not going to be a 400%. So
right.
it's going to be much more
than 400% is what you think.
400%. Yeah.
Very good. Well, I'll be happy with 400%, Malik.
Yeah, everybody is happy, especially the hedge funds who is getting 2% in a year from the bonds.
Yes, we haven't even addressed that. I think we're going to do a separate video to address how the institutional investment community and the hedge fund investment community is really behind the curve on mining. They, of course, they're running around trying to make a 9 or 10 or 12% annual return And here we are providing a stable 10, 12 or more percent return per month. But I know they'll come around, and margins will get compressed when they do, because a lot of money is going to come into mining at that point. Let's finish off this interview, Malik, with a very important question, which is, you're buying your mines from Bitmain right now, which is basically the major supplier. I know you have a good relationship with them, but tell us a little bit about what your relationship with Bitmain is like, and are you confident that, you know, as you raise millions of dollars, hopefully, you are going to be able to actually get the miners? Because that is a challenge. But tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So the first point is that 3 days ago, we got the certificate of the distributorship of the Bitmain. So I will share that information in data room. So we will place it maybe today, maybe tomorrow. The guys will do it. And also we got another distributorship contract from another company, Yebit. They are very, very small right now, but they are doing more efficient miners. And we got the dealership from them. We got the papers from the Bitmain and from the Yebit. So it is going to be available in our data room, so everybody can see it, because we have moved that questions like 3 or 4 months ago when I was in Hong Kong. Maybe you remember, it was the beginning of November. Yeah, so we agreed with them, with the Yebit, also with the Bitmain, about the business and to get that paper, you know. Now we got this paper, so now everybody can see it. And also this paper gives us priority and some discount on the miners. So when we got the, like, $1 million, you know, on the ICO, you know, so we will not have a problems to get the miners from that. That paper gives us priority comparing with the other people.
So you're, you know, to finish it off, basically, you're confident that whatever amount you raise, that you will be able to get the miners in place and operating by, I think, July is what we're saying. You know, so the ICO ends in May, and June we start mining, and then around July we start the payments. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Also, some people, you know, have a question: why do you have so long ICO, like 3-4 months? The main point why we have it, because we want to have a time, you know, to wait until the like March, April, because we are expecting that the new, you know, miners will come out, because that is why we want to collect the money, you know, before that time. And when they will start to sell it, we'll be on top of it. So we'll get the first batch of the miners, which is going to be more efficient. You know, the Samsung just announced that they're going to, you know, do the chips for the mining. They have confirmed it officially. Also another company from the Japan, GMO, they also confirmed that they have produced, you know, the more efficient Bitcoin miners. So we don't focus on the Bitmain and Yebit. We got the papers from them. We're already in priority. We supply, you know, of the miners with them. So we are good with them. But if someone will give us a better miners, you know, which is more efficient for us, we will definitely get them.
Yeah, good. Okay, so that's good. I would love to see those 2 documents on the data room. So definitely, I will share that with advisors and investors once we get that up. And okay, very good, Malik. Look, I think this is the first of several interviews that we'll do. I think it's important to reach out to our investor base, existing investor base, and also to the community, the crypto community, the blockchain community, and let them know more about us. I think we're one of the most transparent mining farms out there, if not the most transparent. We also have one of the lowest cost base, which makes us one of the most efficient mining farms out there. And we're here and look forward to responding to inquiries. So thank you again, Malik. Thank you everyone for giving us the time. Thank you, Adam, for taking the video. And we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Amir. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Malik. Thank you.